The grammar of reading, writing, and viewing texts. Today, we will be talking about Unit 32, the speech. Please turn to page 99. Here is an image of Barack Obama, the President of America. As you can see, there is great eye contact with the audience, engagement by using hand gestures, and a positive body language. This is a great example of a successful speech. Here is a summarization of speech. Some important points to take down would include audience, purpose, speech, and engagement. So whenever you make an oral presentation, don't think of it as a speech, but as talking to your audience. This will help create a connection with your listener. You must maintain the audience's engagement by continuing to have eye contact with the audience. Your vocabulary and manner of your speech will change depending on the audience and purpose. You must take into account your physical setting and how loud your voice is, which also links with pacing yourself. For instance, not reading too fast. You must research your information and know what you're talking about. Thus, being organized is key. Never type your presentation into a PowerPoint or Keynote and read the same text from a piece of paper. This is not engaging. Tips for organization. You must have a clear statement of topic, an outline of major points, also known as signposting. Presentation must be put into logical order, and practice makes perfect. By practicing your presentation, it will enable your preparation and confidence whilst presenting. Evidence is vital. This ultimately supports your point of view and topic that you are presenting. Lastly, being positive, well organized, and having an enthusiastic attitude is great. Those 3 words lead to success. Example of speech. Topic: Martin Luther King. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends. And so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. Now on to questions. What is the tone of the speech? What is the purpose of the Martin Luther King speech? What were the major points or signposting of the speech? And what was evidence that makes the speech engaging? Question 1. The tone of the speech is deep and solemn. This is used with words such as despair, difficulties, and deeply, thus having a serious tone in order to present the extent of the situation. Question 2. The purpose of this iconic speech deals with equality between races, Black African Americans and the white Americans. This is demonstrated through words such as equal, together, freedom, and justice. This enhances the purpose and meaning of the speech, which is equality. Question 3. The major points, also known as signposting. As said in the previous question, the main points would involve equality and freedom, and an end to injustices. Question 4. The evidence that makes the speech engaging is the use of strategic repetition. The use of the word, I have a dream, was repeated deliberately in order to emphasize Martin Luther King's vision for the future of his country. The repetition of sweltering was a descriptive word that was used to over-exaggerate the situation, but to also allow the audience to understand the struggle that the African Americans were experiencing. Thanks for listening.